Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. It's Thursday night. Tonight I wanted to talk to you about what sinking funds our family does not have that many other budgeters do have. Let's get started. I know I get a lot of questions, and to be honest with you, it was very confusing to me for a while about what is the difference, what is a sinking fund, and what's the difference between a sinking fund and a savings. Well, in essence, a sinking fund is a savings, but it's a savings for a specific item. I know I've already told you, but just in case anyone's not watched any of my other videos, an example would be this. Let's say that you know your computer's getting older and it needs to be replaced, and you need a better computer for work. You know it's going to be kind of costly and you don't want to charge it or do a 12 months no interest. You might start putting $100 a month aside for that in a special savings account / sinking fund. That would be an example of what that is. Or your car is getting older and you know it's going to need to be replaced within the next year and a half, and so you start plunking away a couple $100s a month to go towards a car. And that would be in addition to an emergency savings. That's what a sinking fund is. I've heard of a lot of people having many different ones, and I was just thinking about this the other day. I mean, I've heard of somebody, for example, that had a medical sinking fund, and this is before Affordable Care Act, and basically this particular person, her husband's job did not provide medical insurance, and they really looked into all different kinds, but on their income they just could not afford medical insurance for the entire family. So what they did instead is they were cash patients, and they set aside a certain amount of money in a sinking fund every single month for medical. So that would be an example of that. People have done gift, travel, computer, car, house, pet, sinking funds, taxes, all sorts of things that you know might end up kind of, biting you in the buns if you don't prepare for them. So today I'm not going to talk to you about the sinking funds that we do have or ones we're planning on. I'm going to talk to you about the three that I don't have at this time, and one of them may surprise you. The number one that we don't have is clothing. The reason why is I work from home and we don't really need to buy, I'm not working out where I need to buy professional clothes, and a lot of times I could take it out of cash envelope, and 80% of what we buy can come from thrift stores, 20% comes from buying it new, depending what it is. That's number one. Number two, unfortunately, travel at this time. We have done traveling in the past, but due to some financial goals, wanting to be completely debt-free and building a 6-month reserve, I've kind of not been doing any kind of traveling right now so that we can concentrate on really building our reserve after becoming debt-free. Number three, this is the one that I thought might surprise you. Holiday / Christmas gifts. And the reason why, and I know this sounds terrible, many people around me don't need anything, and I have done tons of gift giving my whole entire life. I'm not in that season of my life right now, and many of my friends and I really, except for a few, we really don't exchange or do anything. And I'm the type of person that I do kind things for people all year round just because. And, I just don't go all out, and I'm not a big believer in, budgeting $1,200 a year for Christmas. And just because, like I said, I'd rather do things all year round. That's me. Each person needs to pick out what sinking funds and what savings accounts mean a lot to them. I wanted to mention on this, when I was thinking of all the sinking funds that you could have, I thought, oh my goodness gracious, by the time I would allocate all my money to the sinking funds, I wouldn't have any money to pay my bills. Any of you feel that way? I would love to know, number one, do any of you have sinking funds? Or, number two, do any of you do not have certain sinking funds that just don't meet your needs, and why is that? I would definitely love to hear from you about this. Tomorrow is Free and Frugal Friday, so I will hopefully put up a video of some interesting things that I've received, and I just want to say I love you all and appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.